Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views. Today is Friday, December 23rd, 2011, the final trading day before the Christmas holiday. So if you didn't do your shopping, hopefully you can finish it up today. But let's get right into the charts here. We'll take a look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures. They are trading higher by 6 points. Make that 7 points at the moment. Pretty good little move for the futures, trading around 1255.50. Again, there's no volume in this market. Looks like we're in holiday mode. You always have to be a little bit cautious just because you never know what can come out of the European Union during the trading day. But nonetheless, the market looks like it's already in a light volume float mode and most likely going to hold up throughout the rest of the day for the most part. We really wouldn't expect any major surprises, any major sell-offs. So we'll give the market that slight upside bias. But again, it could pull back. Don't ever, take anything for granted. But going into a light volume holiday session like this, you really don't expect to see a lot of selling pressure. Yesterday, if you just take a look at the S&P Spiders, the volume yesterday was just 119 million shares. Today, we're probably going to trade even less than that. I would think that we're probably going to be finish around the 100 million marker. So again, we'll take it in stride and we'll just be very, very careful today. Don't expect a lot. A lot of traders will be leaving early today. That is typical even on a Friday, let alone a Friday before a major holiday. So once again, don't expect a lot of movement in this market unless we hear some type of geopolitical event take place or hear some major news event erupt. If we take a look at the U.S. dollar index today, you'll see that the U.S. dollar index trading down by 15 cents. That's always a positive for the markets. If the dollar moves lower, everything will inflate. The dollar will have less and less effect in this type of light volume as there just are no sellers. Another thing you want to remember today is that I believe the bond market closes early, or so once the bond market's closed, the stock market will usually inflate or trade up as the cat's away, the mice will play. So once again, just give the market a slight upside bias today. There really looks to be no major headwinds at the moment that I can see, and the markets may just simply float higher throughout the day. All right, a couple of things to look at here today. We'll look at USO. This is oil, United States Oil Fund. Again, trading around the 38.42 level, closed around 38.28. Nothing wrong here. Oil's holding up fine right now. I don't really see any major problems at all. We'll just let oil play out and see how it goes. Again, I'm not expecting anything major today. If you look at gold, gold is basically flat today. The GLD is actually trading up a little bit to around 156.61. Spot gold is just up slightly, I think by 1 point. So not a big deal there for spot. But nonetheless, gold is holding up fine. That is also telling us that the markets are inflating. Anytime you see gold up, that's a precursor to tell you that the markets will inflate. If gold is down, that's a precursor to say that the markets will deflate. So right now, gold is holding up fine as well. I don't really see any problems. Now, last night in the Asian markets, very important, it was a mixed bag of tricks. You had the Hang Seng and the Shanghai both trade higher. The Shanghai, which is the most important index out there, traded up by about 0.8%. Decent little move, nothing sensational. You did have a pullback in the Nikkei, and you had a pullback in the Sensex, which is India. That pulled back just about about a 0.5%. So not a big deal there. That had a good rally over the last couple of days. So I don't really see any real problems in Asia whatsoever, and these markets look like they're on a pretty decent path today. Right now, we just had some durable good orders come out, and you can see the futures coming down a little bit. But I don't foresee a major sell-off or a major dip. If anything, it'll be a flat market by the end of the day with an upside bias for the most part. Stocks in the news, not that many today, so it's a little bit on the quiet side. But one thing I did see was Rambus was getting a pretty sizable bid today. So this stock has just been annihilated recently and getting a good little pop. Be very careful when trading Rambus. The reason why I say it is that the stock usually moves on a lot of lawsuits. They'll get a court decision and the stock will get a pop, or they'll lose a court decision and the stock will drop like a rock. So, the company really is a licensing company for the most part. They license out their patents, and really this is a very tough stock right now, in my opinion, to trade. But Rambus is catching a nice little bid today, so that is showing a little bit of strength. But there's nothing I see worthwhile in trading that stock today. There's nothing significant on the charts that attracts me to this particular name at the moment. Apple is hitting 400, so Apple's getting back up to that 400 level. Again, the Apple chart looks fine at the moment. There's really no significant problem with it. It looks like it could actually go a little bit higher on the daily chart. Let's take a look at the bank stocks. Citigroup, I did see, was up a little bit today. Citigroup closed at 27.65, it's trading around 28 bucks at the moment. Bank of America, which immediately dipped below 5 and now is all the way back up to 5.55 pretty quickly. Somebody hit the turbo button on Bank of America a couple days ago. But that stock's holding up well also. As long as the financials hold up, the markets will hold up. So that's pretty much the gist of it at the moment. Let's take a look at JP Morgan. Yeah, you can see JP Morgan's trading up a little bit to the 33.77 level. So that's actually trading up a little bit. And then you have Goldman Sachs rounding it out a little bit. And you'll see that's at 95 bucks, 95.10. Goldman closed at 94.42. So good little bounces on all of these financials right now. Personal income was just released as well. I guess it's up just one-tenth of 1%. Really no big gain there. So once again, futures are just up 5 points. I really have a hard time seeing them really decline today at all. If anything, it'll be a flat day, but for the most part, I give the market a slight upside bias. The volume will get very light very early today, so please remember, you don't want to look for a lot in this market. There's not a lot of pre-market movement out there either. So once again, just take today's action in stride. Don't look for too much here, and that's really it. I want to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next week in the new year. Take care, everybody. God bless.